Hi, I want to encourage you today with this word. It's from James chapter 4, verse 1 through 12. What causes fights and quarrels among you? Don't they come from your desires that battle within you? You desire but do not have, so you kill. You covet, but you cannot get what you want, so you quarrel and fight. You do not have because you do not ask God. When you ask, you do not receive, because you ask with wrong motives, that you may spend what you get on your pleasures. You adulterous people, don't you know that friendship with the world means enmity against God? Therefore, anyone who chooses to be a friend of the world becomes an enemy of God. Or do you think Scripture says without reason that He jealously longs for the Spirit He has caused to dwell in us? But He gives us more grace. That is why Scripture says, God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. Submit yourself then to God first. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Come near to God, and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Grieve, mourn, and wail. Change your laughter to mourning and your joy to gloom. Humble yourself before the Lord, and he will lift you up. Brothers and sisters, do not slander one another. Anyone who speaks against a brother or sister or judges them speaks against the law and judges it. When you judge the law, you are not keeping it, but sitting in judgment on it. There is only one lawgiver and judge, the one who is able to save and destroy. But who are you to judge your neighbor? So I read this to encourage you and to expose a secret from the enemy. Satan works in the mind like this. He takes scripture out of context and signals it to you. He's been studying you. He knows the human race. And so he takes scripture out of context because you're narrow-minded. You don't have your sight on God first. So turn your eyes to God first and resist the devil, and he will flee. Remember that it is Jesus that saves. Jesus is gracious. He is merciful. He is just. He will avenge your enemies. Your enemies aren't flesh and blood. They aren't the bodies. They aren't the people. They are the principalities of darkness that govern and control the people, the wicked people. They're inside. They're brokenhearted. Forgive. This is how we can be more forgiving towards them, towards others, is to love our enemies. Yeah, I just want you to read this over again, reflect on it, be gentle. Remember to read it in context, and trust first in God. Okay, go to God first. Yeah, I just want to encourage all of you brothers and sisters listening that it really is up to you to whether or not you want Satan to defeat you or not. He's already defeated. Jesus rose from the dead. He rose from the dead and from the grave, and that means we can have hope and assurance in Jesus, in his promise that he will deliver us. So, yeah. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. I would love to pray for you. I'd love to encourage you, give you a word of encouragement. So really comment down below what's on your heart. Lay your burdens down. Share your burdens. So yeah. Shalom, peace be with you, and God bless.